Some of you ladies might grab a drink with girlfriends after a stressful day or have a glass of wine while making dinner. But have you ever wondered if you drink too much? In today's Headline segment, alcohol abuse counselor Lisa Werth joins us to explain when social drinking crosses the line into abusive drinking. Good morning, and thanks for being here.
Thank you.
So as women, are we at a higher risk of crossing that line?
Well, as women, we need to be more careful about how much we consume. Our bodies are made up differently. Women have less ADH in their liver, which is the enzyme that breaks down alcohol, so they metabolize alcohol slower. They also have more body fat, less blood in their, or less water in their blood, so they will get drunk faster. So their blood alcohol levels will go up higher. Women also are different during menstruation and during, if they're on the birth control pill, they can get drunk twice as fast. And so their bodies are just, they metabolize alcohol and they just differently than men. And so we are more prone to alcohol problems.
And so how do you know if what you do as an individual is beyond the norm or if you're doing too much?
Right. Well, there's a lot of signs, certainly for abusive style drinking, and I think we'll get to those a little bit later. But social drinking and abusive drinking, there is a fine line. And so if we are thinking a lot about it, if we are using alcohol, I think, to relieve stress, or if we have a long day at work and we find that it's a pattern of behavior, something that we continue to do, it's certainly a concern.
Okay, and you mentioned those signs that we can look at. Let's see if we can talk about signs of alcohol abuse, starting there with cravings.
Okay, cravings basically are when you have a strong urge to drink alcohol, or you think you really need it, you want it. It's similar for somebody that is addicted to alcohol. It's similar to wanting food. When we crave, we're hungry.
Okay, and preoccupation.
Preoccupation is, okay, I get paid Friday, I'm thinking about drinking, I can't wait to get to the weekend.
Okay.
So you're thinking about it long before it actually happens.
And loss of control.
Loss of control is when we cannot stop when we say, I'm only going to have one drink, or I'm only going to consume two. Someone just drinks way more than they plan to drink.
Blacking out.
Blacking out is when you have a memory lapse during alcohol consumption, and it's usually when 2/3 of your brain is swimming in alcohol. So you have either scattered memory or no memory of the night you were drinking.
So you've drank a lot to get to that point.
Absolutely.
In a rut, so what is that?
In a rut, kind of, I think that is the stressful type situation of we kind of, we're starting to use alcohol more than we used to, or we notice that, it's taking more of it.
Okay. And hangovers, if you're having hangovers, then
hangovers are certainly a concern because it's actually your body withdrawing from the alcohol.
Okay.
So when you're experiencing a hangover, even if it's a headache or dehydration or just feeling nauseous, it's still your body going through the initial withdrawal symptoms. So hangovers can be concerning, especially if they're happening a few times out of when you drink.
And if you have a tolerance for alcohol, that's also a concern?
Right. A tolerance is absolutely a concern. It's a precursor to dependence, which is a clinical diagnosis. What we consider alcoholism would be dependent on alcohol. And so tolerance basically means it takes more and more of the alcohol to get the desired effect.
Okay.
So,
and driving drunk, obviously we know that it's not desired to drive drunk, but I was kind of amazed by the statistics on that.
86 times. Someone has driven drunk, an average of 86 times before they're actually caught.
Wow.
So,
yeah. So
that's a definite red flag. If you've had even one drunk driving charge, is a big red flag.
Very good. Well, thank you for those tips. Also, real quickly though, what if someone does find that they are in they show those signs? What help can they get?
Okay, they can certainly talk to their physician. There are alcohol counselors that you can find, social workers in the area, or psychologists. And a neat way for, I think, someone to check to see if they are concerned is to just go to a website. It's www.alcoholscreening.org. And it will, if you answer a series of questions and it's confidential, it will give you an indication of, is my drinking normal or is my drinking more than people my age? And especially as a woman, that's very, very important.
Okay, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
Good information. And coming up, we'll have today's weather forecast plus the answer to our ticket trivia question.